Have you ever thought something was keeping you safe only to realize later it was slowly working against you? Many seniors believe that family will always be the strongest safety net. But here's the quiet truth. Most people don't want to admit once you cross 60, the rules change. Loved ones still care, of course, but life gets complicated. Children have their own mortgages, their own careers, their own health struggles, and depending only on family can leave you quietly vulnerable at the very moment you need the most support. That's why today I want to share with you something powerful and often overlooked. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 essential pillars of support after 60. These pillars are stronger, more reliable, and more practical than family alone. They are the foundation that can protect your independence, your dignity, and your peace of mind. But before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments where are you watching from and what time of day is it right now. I'll be reading every single reply. And if you enjoy this video, hit the subscribe button. If not, go ahead and press, like it still helps spread the message. Pillar 1, financial stability, the backbone of independence. When you cross into your 60s, the picture of security begins to shift in ways many of us never expected. The cost of healthcare rises every year. Utilities and groceries creep higher, and even the simple comfort of staying in your home can demand more than you imagine. In America, financial independence after 60 is not a luxury. It is the backbone of dignity and choice. Without it, you may find yourself quietly depending on others, and that dependence can bring feelings of guilt, frustration, or even helplessness. Take Richard, a 72-year-old retiree who always believed his children would be there to support him if times grew hard. He had helped them through college, co-signed for their first cars, and covered bills during rough patches. But when a sudden medical problem drained his savings, he discovered his children were already buried in mortgages, student loans for their own kids, and rising living costs. They loved him dearly, but they simply could not carry his burden. Contrast that with Margaret, a 68-year-old who made steady contributions to her 401k, built a small IRA, and always kept an emergency fund. When her roof needed repairs and later when a hospital stay arrived without warning, she wrote the checks with quiet confidence. The difference between these two lives was not wealth, but planning. Social security and pensions can provide a base, but they are rarely enough to cover everything comfortably. That is why personal savings accounts, retirement funds, and even modest investments matter so much. Credit card debt with its crushing interest rates and medical debt, which can spiral from a single unexpected procedure, are traps that rob older Americans of peace. Having a safety net, even a small one, means you are not left awake at night wondering if you can afford medicine or heat in the winter. Practical steps are not complicated, though they require consistency. Create a written budget, not just in your head, and track where every dollar flows. Cut unnecessary subscriptions, eat more meals at home, and think twice before swiping the card for impulse purchases. Use senior discounts at grocery stores, pharmacies, and travel services. They are designed to help you. Set aside a small emergency fund dedicated to healthcare and home repairs, because those two expenses are the most common surprises. Money may never buy happiness, but it absolutely buys peace of mind. It gives you the freedom to choose your doctor, to remain in your home, or to take a trip that nourishes your soul without feeling like a burden on anyone else. Financial stability after 60 is not about chasing wealth. It is about protecting independence. It is about knowing that your tomorrow is secure, that your choices are still your own, and that your dignity does not depend on the generosity of others. And that security, built step by step, is one of the strongest forms of support you can give yourself. Pillar 2, physical health. Your body is your greatest ally. After 60, your body becomes either your strongest partner or your heaviest burden, and the difference often lies in daily choices. The ability to walk without fear of falling, to rise from a chair without help, or to drive safely to the grocery store is more valuable than many realize until it slips away. Mobility is not just movement, it is freedom, and once it is lost, the sense of independence fades quickly. Think of James, a 70-year-old retired teacher who begins every morning with a steady 2-mile walk around his neighborhood. Rain or shine, he moves at his own pace, greets neighbors along the way, and returns home energized. While many his age depend on others for errands or feel hesitant to climb stairs, James remains confident, independent, and proud of his body's ability to carry him. His secret is not extreme exercise, but small, consistent habits that keep his joints flexible and his muscles strong. There are many simple activities that can do the same for you. Walking is still one of the safest and most effective forms of exercise, requiring no equipment beyond comfortable shoes. Gentle yoga or Tai Chi classes, often offered at senior centers, improve balance coordination and posture, lowering the risk of dangerous falls. For those who find impact on their knees, Too Painful Water Aerobics offers movement with support, giving strength without strain. Each of these activities can be adjusted for your comfort level, and even 15 or 20 minutes a day can bring lasting results. But movement is only half the picture. The fuel you put into your body matters deeply, especially as metabolism slows with age. Meals built on lean proteins like chicken or fish, plenty of vegetables, whole grains and calcium-rich foods protect your bones and muscles. Vitamin D, whether from sunlight or supplements, strengthens the structure that allows you to remain active. Choosing water over sugary drinks, adding a handful of nuts for healthy fats, or cooking more meals at home are practical changes that support health without adding cost. Preventive care also plays a critical role. Regular checkups with your doctor, screenings for cancer, and routine blood pressure and cholesterol checks can catch problems before they grow. Too many people wait until symptoms appear, but by then the challenge is often harder to control. Staying ahead of health concerns means fewer surprises and more time living the life you choose. Of course, the fear of losing health weighs heavily on many older Americans. You may worry about becoming a burden, about needing help for daily routines, or about the slow erosion of independence. These thoughts are natural, yet they do not have to define your future. Every walk you take, every healthy meal you prepare, and every appointment you keep is an act of protection for your freedom. Your health is the passport to freedom, granting you access to independence, confidence, and peace of mind. Protect it with care, and it will continue to stand beside you as your greatest ally in the years ahead. Pillar 3: Social connections. Companionship beyond family. One of the quiet dangers of aging in America is loneliness, a condition that hides in plain sight, but slowly erodes both body and mind. Studies from major universities have shown that isolation in older adults can raise the risk of heart disease, increase memory, decline, and even shorten life expectancy. The human heart does not just pump blood, it longs for connection, laughter, and the feeling of being truly seen. Without those, even the strongest body begins to weaken. Many seniors assume their children will always be there for daily companionship, but the reality often proves different. Adult children juggle careers, mortgages, and raising families of their own, leaving little time for regular visits. The love is still there, yet schedules and responsibilities create distance that no one intends but everyone feels. Relying only on family for social connection can leave you waiting by the phone, hoping for calls that may not come as often as you wish. That is why building a circle of friends and community outside the family becomes essential after 60. Faith groups, church gatherings, or prayer circles provide not just spiritual comfort, but also genuine companionship. Book clubs or quilting circles bring people together around shared interests, keeping the mind sharp and the spirit lifted. Senior centers often offer activities from exercise classes to art lessons, giving opportunities to meet others who understand your stage of life. Volunteering at local schools, food banks, or animal shelters can add meaning while creating bonds that brighten each day. Technology also offers new ways to stay connected, though it works best when balanced with face-to-face contact. Video calls on Zoom or FaceTime allow grandparents to see the smiles of distant grandchildren, while Facebook groups connect hobbyists across the country. Yet nothing replaces sitting beside a friend, sharing stories over coffee, or laughing together in a room filled with warmth. Striking that balance keeps both mind and heart nourished. Consider the story of Mary, a 75-year-old widow who began to feel the weight of long afternoons alone in her quiet home. Her children loved her deeply, but with work and kids of their own, visits grew less frequent. At first, Mary sank into sadness, believing this was simply the fate of aging. Then one day she joined a local quilting club at her community center. Within weeks, her evenings filled with conversation, shared projects, and gentle laughter. Not only did her mood lift, but her doctor noticed improvements in her energy and overall outlook. Connection gave her life a new rhythm. Loneliness may creep in silently, but friendship is the medicine that heals the heart. By reaching out, joining groups, or simply saying yes to new opportunities, you protect not just your emotions, but your health itself. Companionship beyond family is not a luxury. It is a lifeline, one you can strengthen at any age. Pillar 4, purpose, finding your why. After 60, retirement often arrives like a long-awaited promise, a season where work obligations fade and free time suddenly expands before you. Yet for many older Americans, that freedom carries an unexpected emptiness, leaving mornings without structure and evenings without meaning. Without a clear sense of purpose, the days can blend together quietly, draining energy, confidence, and joy. Purpose is not a luxury in later life. It is fuel, and without it, the spirit begins to dim. Each of us needs a reason to wake up in the morning, something that sparks curiosity or gives us a sense of usefulness. For some, that reason is found in family, caring for grandchildren, or maintaining traditions that connect generations. For others, it comes from giving back to the community, sharing decades of wisdom, or simply pursuing personal passions left waiting for years. Whatever the form, purpose keeps the heart engaged, the mind active, and the body willing to keep moving forward. Opportunities are everywhere, even if they seem small at first. Volunteering at a local school can ignite energy as you mentor children and watch their eyes light up with new knowledge. Hospitals and animal shelters welcome helping hands, offering the chance to comfort others while strengthening your own sense of belonging. Gardening projects allow you to see growth day by day, turning soil into beauty and food. While writing a memoir lets you share stories that only you can tell. Community groups, from neighborhood associations to local libraries, provide places where your time and talents matter. Consider George, a 70-year-old retired engineer who initially felt restless once his career ended. At first, he welcomed the slower mornings, but soon the hours stretched uncomfortably, leaving him adrift. He missed the problem-solving, the sense of contribution, and the pride of guiding younger colleagues. Then he discovered a STEM program at his community center, teaching children how to build simple machines. Suddenly, his eyes lit up again as he explained concepts, saw kids succeed, and realized his expertise still had value. Teaching gave him back a rhythm, a reason, and a joy that no retirement hobby alone could provide. Psychologists remind us that purpose has measurable benefits for health. Older adults with strong meaning in their lives show lower rates of depression, stronger memory, and even longer lifespans. The brain thrives when engaged with meaningful tasks, and the heart steadies when life feels useful. Purpose is not about filling time. It is about making time matter. If you have been feeling restless, invisible, or uncertain, know this truth: your best days are not behind you. They are waiting to be claimed. Purpose evolves as we age, but it never disappears, and the effort to find it is always worth it. Whether through service, creativity, or learning, you hold the power to create meaning. Purpose keeps your spirit alive, and with it, every stage of life can still shine brightly. Pillar 5, emotional resilience, strength from within life. After 60 often carries joys, but it also brings challenges that can quietly weigh on the heart. The loss of a lifelong partner, The sudden diagnosis of illness or the distance created when children move away can leave older adults feeling vulnerable. These changes are part of the aging journey, yet they can create moments of deep loneliness if we are not prepared with inner strength. Emotional resilience is the capacity to bend without breaking, to face hardship without losing the will to move forward. Consider Helen, a 75-year-old woman who lost her husband after 40 years of marriage. At first, the grief felt unbearable, and the silence of her home pressed down like a heavy blanket. Her children cared deeply, but with families of their own, they could not fill the empty hours or ease every ache. For a time, Helen wondered if her best days had already ended. Then she began journaling, writing one page each morning about her feelings and memories. She joined a widow's support group at her church, where others who shared her pain listened with compassion. Slowly, she felt the burden lift, not because the sadness disappeared, but because she discovered she was not alone. Building resilience is not about pretending to be strong all the time. It is about creating habits that steady the heart when storms arrive. Journaling provides a safe space for emotions, helping untangle confusion and bring clarity to difficult days. Gratitude practices, even something as simple as writing down 3 blessings each night, shift focus toward the light that still exists. Prayer or meditation calms the mind, reminding us that peace is possible even in troubled times. Professional help can also be invaluable. Therapy offers tools to process grief, anxiety, or depression, while support groups connect people walking similar paths. Cancer survivors, widows, or caregivers often find comfort in sharing their stories, discovering strength in the presence of others who truly understand. Artistic outlets add another layer of healing. Painting, music, or storytelling unlock emotions that words sometimes cannot reach, turning pain into creativity and giving life new meaning. Doctors and psychologists confirm that emotional resilience directly affects physical health. People who practice coping skills tend to have lower blood pressure, stronger immune systems, and fewer stress-related illnesses. The body and mind are deeply connected, and protecting one means strengthening the other. The truth is, no one can avoid every loss or hardship, but everyone can prepare to meet them with courage. Emotional resilience does not erase pain, but it gives you the tools to carry it without losing yourself. It reminds you that strength from within is the shield against loneliness, and it is always within your reach. By nurturing these habits, you can face the years ahead with grace, dignity, and a quiet confidence that nothing will ever take away your spirit. Pillar 6, adaptability, the power of flexibility. The world today changes faster than many of us ever imagined, and those changes can feel overwhelming after 60. Technology shifts, health needs evolve, and living situations can alter in the blink of an eye. For some, these transitions bring stress and fear, while for others they open doors to new experiences and unexpected joys. The difference lies not in what happens, but in how we respond. Adaptability is the quiet skill that makes growing older less of a burden and more of an opportunity. Think about something as simple as communication. Many seniors feel left out when children and grandchildren live far away, yet the tools to stay close are within reach. Learning FaceTime or Zoom may seem intimidating at first, but once mastered, they create instant bridges across miles. A quick video call can turn loneliness into laughter, allowing grandparents to watch their grandkids open birthday presents or share college milestones. Every small step into technology is a step away from isolation. Consider Frank, a 78-year-old who once believed new technology was only for the young. When most of his friends passed on or moved away, he found himself sitting alone in a quiet house. At first, he thought this was simply the reality of aging. Then his granddaughter showed him how to use Zoom. Within weeks, Frank was attending online history groups, chatting with his grandson about classes, and even helping neighbors join digital church services. The joy in his voice returned not because life stopped changing, but because he chose to change with it. Adaptability is not only about technology, it is also about staying open to new hobbies, new routines, and new ways of caring for your health. Trying a cooking class, exploring an online course, or experimenting with painting or gardening can refresh the spirit. Adjusting your diet to match health needs or learning gentle exercises that suit aging joints shows the same flexibility. Each choice reduces stress and builds confidence that you can handle whatever life presents. Doctors and researchers agree that those who adapt maintain stronger mental health and lower stress levels. Resistance to change increases anxiety, while openness to learning protects memory and strengthens emotional balance. By choosing to adapt, you are not only making life easier, you are also protecting your brain, your heart, and your overall well-being. Yes, change can feel uncomfortable, and yes, it may take patience to learn something new. But every small adaptation builds resilience and brings fresh purpose. Life will never stand still, but neither do you have to. Adaptability keeps you young at heart, reminding you that growth and discovery are not reserved for the young. They are gifts available at every age. With flexibility, you remain connected, engaged, and full of possibilities no matter what tomorrow holds. As we bring this journey to a close, it is worth pausing for a moment to reflect on what we have uncovered together. We began with the reality that after 60 life changes, in ways we cannot always predict, and depending only on family for stability, may leave us quietly vulnerable. Yet what we have also seen is that strength and security are never completely out of reach. They are built step by step through choices that create a foundation you can rely on. The 6 pillars we discussed are not abstract ideas. They are practical, real, and deeply connected to daily life. Financial stability is the backbone of independence, allowing you to face unexpected costs without losing dignity or control. Physical health becomes your greatest ally, carrying you through ordinary tasks like walking, driving, or climbing stairs with confidence. Social connections remind you that friendship is medicine for the heart, protecting both emotional well-being and physical health. Purpose gives you a reason to wake up each morning, keeping your mind engaged and your spirit alive. Emotional resilience provides the shield that steadies you during loss or hardship, proving that strength from within is the key to healing. Finally, adaptability ensures you can meet life's constant changes with grace, curiosity, and a willingness to grow. Together, these 6 pillars form something far more powerful than reliance on any single person. They create a structure that supports independence, stability, and peace, no matter how unpredictable the years ahead may seem. True security does not come from waiting for others to step in. It comes from knowing you have prepared yourself. It comes from building habits and attitudes that carry you through both calm mornings and stormy nights. Of course, no one can perfect all 6 pillars at once, and you do not have to. What matters most is the decision to start. Choose one area that speaks to you, perhaps setting aside a small emergency fund, walking for 20 minutes each day, or joining a local community group. Small actions build momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Each choice you make reinforces the truth that your life is still in your hands. Imagine for a moment the difference this can create. A senior who relies on others for every need often feels powerless, while a senior who has nurtured these pillars wakes each morning with calm assurance. The fear of being a burden fades, replaced by the quiet pride of independence. That pride is not loud or boastful. It is the soft smile of someone who knows they can still shape their own story. There is also comfort in knowing that these pillars do not only serve you, they ripple outward to those you love. Children feel reassured when they see their parents financially stable, physically healthy, emotionally strong, and socially engaged. Grandchildren witness resilience and adaptability as living lessons, carrying those examples into their own futures. By strengthening yourself, you are also offering a gift to your family, the gift of peace of mind and inspiration. So let me ask you now, which pillar do you feel strongest in today, and which one do you want to strengthen tomorrow? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your reflections not only help you, but they also encourage others who are walking the same path. We all grow together when we open up and share what we are learning. And if you found this journey meaningful, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you will never miss another message that could guide your steps. Picture this as we close. The early morning sun stretches across the porch, painting the world in soft gold. A warm cup of coffee rests in your hands, steam rising gently as you breathe in the quiet of a new day. Around you there is no rush, no noise, only the deep calm that comes when you know your life is supported by the foundation you have built. That calm, that independence, that peace, it belongs to you, and it is waiting every day you choose to nurture these 6 pillars. Your health, your strength, your resilience, and your freedom are not behind you. They are within you. And with every step you take, you remind yourself and the world around you that growing older does not mean losing control. It means becoming wiser about where true stability comes from. Build these pillars, live with confidence, and never forget you still hold the power to make your life strong, meaningful, and deeply your own.